commanding miracles. This can seem like such a heavy and complicated topic. And it's something I've been reflecting on in my own personal journey. And I wanted to kind of pose this out there that when we start coming from a place of possibility, of curiosity, of opening up to how we can command miracles in our lives and in the lives of others. This is the space, the seeds to really start shaping our world. A new world where we're not continuously time looping in a place of suffering. And so, if this is something that you may have thought about before, but thought it wasn't really possible, or do I even have that type of power? Just be open, be curious. And it's amazing as I just kind of have been leaning into this possibility of recognizing when you're coming from that heart-centered space where, how I view it, it's connecting with and communicating with the Holy Spirit within, or your higher self, God, Goddess, Source, Creator, but coming into that space where instead of seeing ourselves as separate or unworthy, undeserving of embodying such miraculous power, instead just be curious. Be curious what can happen if you do open up to that. And if many other people in the world started opening up to that, how truly magical life could be. Because from that space, we're leaving the opportunity for divine solutions to pour forth. Because I feel so many of the problems that we're seeing in the world, they're just simply not going to be solved in the ways where it's solely on the mind. And our minds they can be so beautiful. They are a space where when we have that heart-centered, like soul spark to bring something into this world, our minds can help birth that and help bring it to fruition. But when we only are relying on our minds to come up with the solutions, it's like we're missing higher perspectives. It's like a limiting perspective when it's only the mind. And I've found this for myself, especially if I've been working through an issue personally, or maybe trying to figure out how can I respond to this situation, this person that's arising. And oftentimes the solution, like when you surrender into that space where it's like, I am opening up to a higher divine solution that maybe I'm not seeing right now. This allows our ego structure to soften and to open a path for a more transcendent option where it's, not this dualistic either or, but it's like there can be a third, fourth, infinite amount of options. So I feel like this beautifully, again, ties into that, leaning into the possibility for a miracle, because miracles don't have to be some big heavy thing that you only wait for, for really big circumstances in your life. Miracles can be an everyday occurrence. Like if something challenging is arising at work, and maybe it could even be with how do you respond to a certain client, or improve a relationship with a colleague or a family member. There really is something to be said when we can just pause, allow, even to like signal to the mind, like, hey, okay, right now maybe I'm not thinking of the best solution, the highest solution that could come through, but I'm leaving the space for a miracle to occur, for a higher potential that I'm not aware of, and for it to come through in the perfect way. And I find that it's in those moments that's where we can show up and truly be in our most aligned divine potential, to allow our higher selves to really lead the way forward, which I think is going to be pivotal in the years to come, and how we look to solve and address all that may be occurring on earth. But really, it can feel heavy, but it's like it's a one step at a time. It's one step at a time. And just even the opening up to the possibility that you can be a miracle. You are a miracle. Not you can be, you are a miracle. And an answered prayer to so many people that you may not even know yet. So I hope you'll just maybe sit with this, just open up to it again, just be curious to this space, this possibility, and see what unfolds for you in the days, weeks, months to come. Thank you for listening.